Hello. Today we're going to talk about Asteya. Asteya, it is practice of non-stealing. We can find about this principle in Patanjali Yoga Sutras, and Asteya, it is one of the 5 Yamas that people who are practicing yoga should apply and follow in their usual life. So Asteya, it is practice of non-stealing, practice of not taking items and things that does not belong to us. From Sanskrit word Asteya means stealing, and letter A means denial, against. So full word Asteya means denial against stealing. It means like non-stealing. From energetic point of view, stealing always have consequences. How does it work? For example, there a person, and if he steals something, it creates mark in his mind, and this mark, this print inside his mind gives him confusion inside, gives him guilt feeling from inside. And the more person are stealing, the bigger confusion and the bigger guilt he has in his inner world, in his mind. We also break Asteya practice when we use items or services for free without paying for them. Also, all kind of debts. For example, if person have debt, it also breaking of Asteya principle. When we do not steal and when we do not take things that does not belong to us, it creates harmony between us and between outer world. Sage Patanjali, in Patanjali Yoga Sutras, Patanjali wrote very interesting about this Asteya principle. By keeping vow of non-stealing, yogi gets all wealth. Or, when non-stealing is established, yogi can get whatever he wants. What does it mean? It means that when we stop stealing from other people, from outer world, then outer world starts to help us in our way. It means there is a connection that when we stop stealing from others, like items, like services, like absolutely everything. It can be materialistic, it can be non-materialistic. Then outer world, outer people, outer forces, they start to guard us. They start helping us in our way. So it's quite important to remember. Now, how to practice Asteya? So first thing, don't steal. Second thing, don't take items that does not belong to you. Third thing, don't use services that you don't pay for. Because when we use something for free, actually there is nothing free in this world. And when we try to use something for free, we always create some kind of energy flow, negative energy flow. But when we pay for that, it also gives us balance. Another one. Better don't have any debts, but if you have, return it. The same thing with items that you lend. If you have some kind of item that you lend, it's better to return it as fast as possible. Another one. Don't allow yourself to get any property by cheating or fraud, because if you will get that kind of property, guilt feeling from inside, it will be for many years. So it is very important not to make a mistake in such important things and decisions. Another thing, how to practice Asteya. Don't allow even in our thoughts, in our speech, and in our actions to even think about stealing. It means that we need to understand that stealing is absolutely not that way that can help us. Stealing are not able to help us. So we need to remove it fully from our mind, from our consciousness, because it's wrong perspective of living life. Another thing how to practice Asteya, it's don't want things that you don't have. In this world, in this life, a lot of people want to have a lot of things, a lot of usually materialistic things. And this is the thing when they're very, you know, they just try to get things what they don't have. For example, your neighbor bought some kind of thing and you also want to buy that thing. Probably you don't need that, but you also want because you think that if you don't have, you're some kind of lower person. But it doesn't work like that. It means that if somebody have something, it's very good, and you're not worse person if you don't have that item. It's very important to understand, because people usually think that if my neighbor has something and I don't have it, it's something wrong about this. No, no, no. There is nothing wrong if you don't have something. It's okay if somebody has something, but it's absolutely normal and okay if you don't have all material things in this world. Yes, so it's important to understand. Also, it's important to understand that the more you do good things for others, the more you get back. It means there is a connection that when we do something good for others, we get more back. It means in some scriptures we can find the idea that the more you're giving for others, the more you're getting back. It's very strange here about this principle, about this thing for egoistic people. Egoistic people, they always think only for themselves, and it's very hard for them to understand this thing, that in this life reality works like that, that the more you give good things, the more good things you get back. And the same happens with bad things. The more bad things you do for others, the more bad things you get back. You know, it's karma. You give apple for somebody and you created karma to get apple. It works like that. Okay, so another thing that can help us to practice Asteya is to make donations, and donations they create some kind of positive imprint in our mind, and donations give us option to learn to be more generosity to others. And now there are important things that we need to know about donations. It is important to donate for the projects that do something good to this world. It's important to donate for people who are doing something good for others. It means that there are different ways of doing donations. It's a little bit different topic than we have today. But when we are donating, we more and more become generosity in about other people. So if you want to become a little bit better in Asteya practice, in non-stealing practice, just try to donate a little bit more, a little bit, yeah, a little bit more. Be happy by achievements of others. It means that when somebody achieve something, we need to be happy, because usually people are, on the race. They're trying to be better than others. So it's not serious. If somebody achieves something, it's very great, and we need to just to say something good, and to say that yes, that's right, that's great. And inside there should be no feeling that, oh, he's better than me, now I should do something. Yes, it not should be some kind of race. And last thing, how we can practice Asteya. It is detachment from items, from things, from materialistic things, material objects, and also for non-material things like fame, success, achievements. And when you're detached from those things, then there is no reason for you to break principle of Asteya. It means that if you are not attached, for example, for money, if you're not attached for items, if you're not attached for success, for fame, there is no attachment that can catch you in this race. When you're not attached to anything, you're free, and you do not consider being owner of something. So yes, basically it is like that. The main idea of Asteya that the more you're stealing, the worse energy you have, and the more you're doing good things for others, the more good things you are getting back. The more energy good you have. Now let's take Hatha Yoga Pradipika, and let's read what Hatha Yoga Pradipika says for us about principle of Asteya. I will translate from Russian language. It's easy to understand principle of non-stealing. Requirement not to take that does not belong to you. It's not only social or moral reasons to do that, but it also psychic and karmic, because of psychic and karmic consequences. Stealing causes feeling of guilt. In yoga, we are trying to remove all inside images and samskaras from previous lives. So there are no reasons for us to get new samskaras. If you need something and it's really important for you, so it will become available for you. It will come to us. So this is what Hatha Yoga Pradipika are saying to us about Asteya principle. So basically that's all. Asteya principle, it is very useful in our regular life. If you have ability, if you are able to follow it, to apply it in your life, it will make very huge difference in your life. Maybe it's not always very easy to do that, but please let's remember, Asteya, it is non-stealing material items, non-stealing services, and also not stealing some kind of non-material things like fame, like success, like ideas, like talents, like all kind of that is not material things. That's all. Thank you for watching. Hope it will be helpful for you. And if you have questions, feel free to write it in comment section. And see you again next time. Have a great day. Goodbye.